Hello everyone, how you doing? So I just wanted to make this blog slash video of my life slash whatever type video of just me talking, you know, just sharing my thoughts and so on, because let's be honest, now that I live all by myself, I've got nothing better to do, you know, so that's how it is. So what I've been doing these days is I've been just taking care of myself, really, you know. I actually spent a lot of time cleaning up today. I'm quite proud of myself. Did all my washing. Not only did my washing, I actually put it in the cupboard for once. I'm still not to the point of doing ironing. That's the next thing, because I actually looked for the iron today. I couldn't find it, so I wonder if we even have one in this house. And in terms of like life in general, life is okay. Life is routine. You know, you guys know what routine is like. Just sort of get up, go to work, come home, play some games and so on. But I've been extra tired lately, and I think it is a lack of healthy food. I think that's my issue. Like, I'm not eating vegetables, I'm not eating fruit. I'm having fruit juices, but that really doesn't count, and because of that, it's making me miserable. But one thing as well I did notice is I was having pretty much only fizzy drinks, which was really pulling me down. So I've switched to my water, which is great. I'm still having the occasional fizzy drink, sure, but you know, I am drinking a lot more water, which just really lifted my mood the last week or two. And generally, you know, in terms of money, I might finally, at this point, at this month, this is like more than a month after I've moved out, have more than minus in the bank when I pay all my bills for the month. So for that reason, from the 27th, I'm going to be sending out the first batch of refunds for the people who helped me. When I say first batch, it just means I can't pay it all, you know. So I'm going to target the people who gave me the biggest donations first, and then hopefully in a month or two after, I will then pay back everyone like I promised I would. And again, guys, you know, for all the love and all the support, you know, you guys helped me move, helped me establish my life here. So it's not much of a life, but it's a life, you know, that's the thing. So I won't complain. I have a roof over my head, I have food, you know, I have the internet, you know, which in this day and age is almost vital. And, you know, I have everything I could possibly need. So, and in terms of, you know, loneliness and blah, 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 yeah, sure, I'm lonely, but I've been lonely like for more than 10 years, you know. It wasn't any different when I was at my parents' house. Like, I still talk to my little sister just as much as I did back when, you know, I was living at home. Actually, like, if anything, she's my best friend. So, you know, that hasn't changed. And, you know, I really want to say how happy I am, you know. Like, when I'm running around in Final Fantasy 14, for example, like, and I don't know if the music is a bit loud, I'll try and speak over it. Like, sometimes people see me and they're like, oh my god, it's Mithrie, I can't believe it's Mithrie, you know, I love your video, I love your stuff, man. And I'm just like, you know, thank you very much, I'm glad you like them. I made them for you, you know, I made them, all these videos for you guys. I didn't need to make guides for myself, you know, I made them for you. And but when people start saying to me things like, I was in Void Ark yesterday, one of the raids, and at the end of the dungeons, you know, someone in the raid said to the Alliance chat, like, I know it's been like only an hour, but it's been an absolute honor running this dungeon with you, Mithrie. You know, that is where I feel it goes to a bit too far. You know, it's not, you know, I said, you know, thank you, I appreciate someone, but it's like, don't overhype what I do, you know. I feel that what I do is what everyone should be doing, you know. It's like, I feel like everyone should be looking out for their fellow man in any way they can to help them with whatever skills they have available to them. I feel that's a duty, not a like a special thing I'm doing, you know. I shouldn't be the exception. I feel that everyone should try and pick up the person next to them if they have the ability to do it with whatever topic they can help them with. Like, I have personally had some very strange life experience, let's say, so I might not be able to help people with the really obvious stuff, but I can help people with really like weird stuff. Like, one of my really dear friends is suffering from I feel like it's depression right now, having weird dreams and stuff like that. And I just say, look, I've been there. I know exactly what you're talking about. This is my experience. This is how I deal with it. This is how I keep myself happy. And I don't do that again, you know, because I think I'm, you know, special or, you know, whatever. I do it purely thinking of that other person. You know, if I see someone sad in front of me, my only mission then is to make them happy. That's it. And, you know, I really want to be able to pass it on to the next person. That's why I keep making videos, even like 2.5 years on. It's actually more than 2.5 years at this point. It's approaching 3 years I've been on YouTube. And as well, you know, guys, like on YouTube, you can become salty. You can become kind of, oh, you know, that person was acting like an idiot and they have millions of views. And like, I do so much hard work, I get nothing. But it's like, try not to get hung up on those feelings. Those feelings come and go, you know. It's just natural. It's just human, you know. It's just human nature, I think. It's like, it doesn't matter how good you are at something. There's always going to be someone better. So what you need to do is focus on what makes you happy and be proud in yourself. Like, have I accomplished as much as I was able to do in this moment, or was I lazy? And if I was lazy, how can I be less lazy next time? What can I do to make myself happier? The focus should be on yourself, guys. It shouldn't be on what other people do, because let's be honest, I mean, my issues recently have been in very, very much public domain. And you guys who watch me regularly, or, you know, just follow me generally, you know what I'm talking about. It's like all that crap with my move, all the rubbish on Reddit and so on and so on. It's like, but at no point did I, you know, forget who I am. At no point did I, like, you know, think, oh, so-and-so said a mean comment to me, I should be ashamed of my, you know. It's like, I really don't care. You know, it's like, I was walking down the street just today and someone was shouting out of their car, "Hey, Baldy," and I was like, I didn't even acknowledge their existence. You know, it's like, I think I look good. You know, I don't care if people think that, you know, having less hair is a bad thing, because I see the look in the girls' eyes when they walk by. I see the big smile in their faces when they see me with no hair. So, you know, I don't, you know, my ego is lifted enough, you know what I mean? I don't need to let negativity bring me down. And in terms of general well-being, guys, you know, like they say, ideally you should be drinking this much water, ideally you should be eating healthy food, blah, blah. I don't look at it that way. I look at it as simply a way of, this is the route to happiness. How can I make myself happy? A way I can make myself happy? Plenty of exercise. But when, you know, exercise can be scary to some people because they don't have the time, they don't have the whatever. So for me, exercise is like walk to work, you know, if it's possible. Of course, some people commute a long distance, but for me, like, I walk 2 miles each way each day, which means about 20 miles a week. And when it was raining, sure, I'll jump on public transport and so on, but whenever I can, I will walk it. You know, I give myself a reason to walk, and that has been proving quite good. And the obvious, water. Try not to have the fizzy drinks. Really can bring you down, guys. It really can. It affected my mood so much. And, you know, yeah, sure, I should have more vegetables, more fruit in my diet, I feel. But that's sort of healthy eating. But also as well, one big thing, really, really big thing, is getting enough sleep, guys. Like, one thing that can be tempting, especially if you're, like me, a gamer, you play games all night, or you watch live streams, or you watch whatever until the early hours of the morning. Like, if you go to bed at like 1 in the morning, and then you have to get up at like 7 or earlier to go to work, and you only get about 6-7 hours sleep, that whole day, for me personally, if I do that, is ruined. Like, I will not be fully ready to go until like 2 p.m, at which point the day's nearly finished in terms of the work day, and that will be just hell. It will be torture. So I have set myself so during weekends I try not to sleep any later than midnight, maybe 1 in exceptional circumstances, but during the week, like, the latest will be midnight. You know, I will not sleep any later than that, and if I can, I'll sleep even earlier. There's some days I'm so tired I go to bed at like 10, But try not to go also to bed too early, because if you go fall to bed at like 10 or 9, then you might end up waking up at like 4 in the morning. So it's sort of, it's balanced, guys. It's like of how to prioritize. But sleep is very important. It's like, it's very underrated, sleep. You know, some people said, oh, there's not enough hours in the day, I have to work. I'm just like, look, you know, you have to think about your happiness, think about your health. If you're not happy, if you're miserable, if you're stressed or whatever, it could just be lack of sleep, lack of water, lack of healthy food. It could literally just be those things. So there's nothing wrong with your mood, nothing wrong with things happening in your life, because everyone goes through everything, everyone's got stuff to do. And the thing is, guys, you need to think of it another way as well sometimes. And this is what I think of, is that if I wasn't so busy, what the hell would I do with my life? You know, like if the internet didn't exist, for example, if computers didn't exist, what would I do? It's something I think about every day. It's like, you know, do I really want to be sat down in front of a computer for the rest of my life? And the short answer is no, definitely not. But what else can I do? At least when I'm sitting in front of a computer, I need to try and make sure that my time is used as well as I can. You know, and I know that some people argue a lot, especially the older generation. They'll say that, oh, playing games is not a way to live life. I'm old. You know, it's like, well, whatever. I enjoy it, but at the same time, there's a real community behind what we do here, you know, and I love helping people. And the older generation might even believe that because we're gamers, that there is no community. We're playing games, we're wasting time. And I will say to you, you need to open your eyes. You know, it's like gamers are so connected, are so interlocked in this today's society that, you know, we are closer as a community than most other families or communities, you know what I mean? So like, I'm closer to the gaming community than I am to my own family. So you know, I want really people, because I know that not only young people, not only gamers watch my streams, I know that a lot of parents watch my streams. And it doesn't mean, I'm not saying to parents, tell your kids to play games, absolutely not. You know, of course, school is important, do your homework, go to university if you can, you know, get a good job. Those are the priorities in life. But at the same time, do not do it alone, guys. You know, do not be on your own. Do not isolate yourself. Remember always, you are not alone. You know, that is a thing to remember. You know, so it's like, for example, me. You know, I haven't, the only human beings I see are my co-workers and my housemates. And, you know, I don't have any friends beyond that. Like, but I don't need them. You know, I'm happy with myself. I'm happy with my own well-being. And I don't think about too much like old friendships and stuff like that, because people come and go, you know. So fine, I had friends when I was growing up, they're not there anymore. Who knows where they are in the world, you know. It's like occasionally I see their status update on Facebook or whatever. I hate Facebook, but it's like you know, like I am trying my best to focus on me. That's it. And my main priorities now simply are just do what I need to do so I don't have to think about money. I feel money really gets in the way. You know, I want to just make sure that when I go to a shop to buy food, that I'm not worried I have enough money in my bank account to be able to pay for the food. You know, I want to, that's what I'm at least doing for now. That's my priority for now, is that if I want to go eat, I can just eat. That's it. But that's also the reason why I haven't been playing any of the releases lately. Like I didn't play Doom, I didn't play Uncharted 4. But actually, I didn't play Uncharted 4 for multiple reasons, because I haven't played any other Uncharted, so I didn't want to skip to the ending of the story. And I didn't play Dark Souls 3 and so on and so on. I didn't buy all these games just because everyone else could. I couldn't afford it anyway. But I'm not, you know, I'm really not someone to follow all these trends. You know, it's like, I personally, I can see why some people love the challenge of a game, for example, like Dark Souls. I get it. You know, they love defeating impossible odds. But for me, the amount of rage that can happen from, like, you know, failing and being killed over and over and over again in Dark Souls is greater than the victory of defeating it and learning the fight. For me, it's not worth it. So that's why, like, I have tried playing you know, Dark Souls and stuff. My stream gifted me Dark Souls 1 and 2, but it's like I said to people, I wonder if it's anger management issues. I just, the amount of success is the feeling of success is not bigger than the rage. You know, the rage is really there. And I want to ask you guys something. You can feel free to comment on this in the comments down below. Like, I have sometimes like a mental block in certain situations. Like, for example, on Thursday it was raining. Okay, so I thought I'm going to take the train. I live right next to a train station. It can get me to work in half the time. So I was walking to the train station. I saw the train was pulling into the station, but for me to get to the train, I would have to go into the station, go over a walkway, and then get on the train, which meant that as the train was pulling in, for me to be able to get on the train in time, I would have to run. I should have run over. I didn't necessarily have to run over the walkway, because you know, who knows, I would have hurt myself probably, but you know, I should have at least run to the walkway, and then I could have made the train on time. But there's something in me, some sort of mental block. It was like, nope, not running. I'm gonna walk it. If I make it, great. If I don't make it, whatever. And I just feel to myself like, and this has been, it's not just like a recent thing, this has been a reoccurring theme since I was like 15, 16. Like, I just refuse to push myself. That, like, so I said, if I had just put in 5 seconds of running in that you know, that time, I would have got the train. Instead, what I had to end up doing is walk that extra mile to work. And I don't mind the walk, you know, I'm capable of walking, but that obviously then took me 5 times longer than it would have if I took the train. So tell me guys in the comments down below, do you have that sort of mental block? Like, I asked one of my dear friends about this, and they also said to me the same thing. Like, they saw the rubbish man coming along, and they knew they just had to take the rubbish out so that it could be collected, so they don't have to wait a week for it to be collected again, and just looked at it and didn't, just let it go by. Like, what is it that causes that? What is it that, in psychological terms, is it laziness? Is it a fear of failure? Is it a case of, you know, I would hate to run and also miss it anyway? Like, what is it, you know? This is something I'm trying to understand, because I am fascinated by psychology, and that is something that has stumped me. It really has stumped me. So yeah, and in terms of the UK is, we have famously very odd weather. So, you know, it was really, really, really hot, and then so hot to the point like I couldn't sleep because I was dying, I couldn't breathe. And then the next day I thought, you know what, it's so hot I don't need to take my jacket, right? And then of course that day I didn't take my jacket, it rained. So I was like, oh, for goodness sake, you know. And then I then started taking my jacket again. Then the next 1 or 2 days after, the rain was hot. I was like, wow, hot rain, does that mean we're gonna have lightning soon, you know? So like, the weather in the UK is something to be witnessed, it really is. And yeah, so anyway guys, I could rant all day. To be honest, I do. Most people say to me, you talk too much. But, you know, that's just who I am as a person. So I just wanted to connect with you guys, say how I'm doing, say how I'm feeling. Hopefully my thoughts help you. And it's what I say to people as well. I love to share my life experience because I'm not trying to educate the world here. You know, it's like most people know more than me. You know, I just share my life experience because if any part of it, if even one sentence I've said in this entire video helps you in your life, then this video is worth making. That's it. You know, every time I do a rant or say anything, it's with that in mind, that it could take one sentence to change someone's day and make it better. So that's all I will say for now. So thank you guys, thank you to all the new subscribers. Even now, like, Final Fantasy 14 has really slowed down these days, but you know, patch 3.3 soon and so on. I am trying to check out other games as well. I've got a lot of games on my list that I do want to play. And, you know, I am taking care of myself. I am surviving in my new place. And also as well, guys, you know, be sure to follow me on Twitter. Twitter is where I communicate with people the most, you know. It's like, I do have a Facebook page, and I've got like 300 likes on it or something, but my Facebook page is mostly a copy and paste on my Twitter. So when I post anything on Twitter, it gets copied to Facebook. I rarely go on Facebook. I really don't like it. I think it's a terrible website. So, but I only go there for you guys. You know, like, I go there occasionally. But if you really want to connect with me, comment on my videos, talk to me on Twitter at Mithrie. You can send me an email as well. I've got the email in the About section on my YouTube channel. And I do appreciate all the love and the support. I really do. And remember, guys, as well, that I don't need only your support. I'm here to support you as well. You know, so anything you want to talk about, it doesn't matter what it is, I'm happy to talk to you, because believe me, the amount of stuff I've heard in my lifetime, the amount of comments, the amount of stories, the types of stories, whatever, like some of them you won't believe. It's like, to some of my good friends, like, we have a laugh about it, like the real things that are that have happened in my life. But I will, you know, I am not a simplificator. I'm not a simplificator. I'm just an idiot. You know, yeah, I'm not a sympathy case at all. Even when I was moving out, I said to people, I am not a sympathy case at all. Like, I needed that money to move, sure, but I'm going to pay it back. I am capable of paying it back. So, you know, really, guys, you know, I'm just here to share with you guys, connect with you guys, and mostly, let's just play games. Let's just have fun. So, anyway, guys, that's it for this vlog. If you want me to make more of them, then please let me know in the comments down below. Remember to like, favorite, and subscribe. The liking actually does help. It doesn't matter if you like it, thumbs up. If you don't like it, thumbs down. Anything you press, any of the buttons you press on YouTube helps. Anything, you know, except if you're Infinity Warfare and you get like 2 million dislikes. But yeah, so thank you guys, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye. Like, oh crap, I didn't record. Yeah, I did. Don't worry. Bye-bye.